News from around the globe. Hot, fresh, balanced and objective. On Unity.
Hello and welcome to News Hour on Unity TV. Today is Monday, the 12th of June 2023 and it's equivalent to 23rd of Zulqa'dah 1444 after Hijrah. The headlines. Democracy Day, Tinubu hails MKO Abiola promises to ease subsidy removal pains. Nigeria Air Sirika opens up, accuses lawmakers of demanding 5% stake. Bandits kill 25 farmers, abduct schools in Niger. And on the foreign scene, 11-year-old British girl shot dead in France. And in sports, NPFL Eyimba draw with Rivers United to win record 9th title. And those were the headlines, and for details and more of the stories, I am Rukayat Sani Ibrahim. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Monday hailed the winner of the June 12, 1993 presidential election, Chief MKO Abiola. He described the late businessman who died in suspicious circumstances after his election was annulled by the late General Sani Abacha as the symbol of democracy. Tinubu, who acknowledged the hardship being faced by Nigerians in the aftermath of the first subsidy removal, said his administration will reward their sacrifices with massive investment in transportation infrastructure, education, regular power supply, healthcare and other public utilities that will improve their quality of life. The president, who said he identified with the pain of Nigerians, argued that the temporal discomfort was necessary to save the country from going under. Ahead of tomorrow's inauguration of the 10th National Assembly, Vice President Kashim Shettima has intensified lobbying to earn more votes for Senator Godswill Akpabio. Shettima has reached out to ex-governors Anju Mogoji, Aliyu Wamako and Adamu Alero, who are emerging as strong forces in the 10th Senate. The senators-elect behind Akpabio said his choice will assist President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to give a sense of belonging to all parts of the country. It was learned that Shettima was able to assuage anti-North sentiments being branded by some senators-elect in the camp of Senator Abdulaziz Yari, who is also seeking to lead the 10th Senate. A source who spoke in confidence says so far about 72 senators are backing Akpabio, and the real gain is that the support cuts across all the parties. The Department of State Services DSS has confiscated the passport of the suspended Central Bank Governor Godwin Emefiele. The service may search Emefiele's home and office this week, following his suspension on Friday as a result of the ongoing investigation of his office and the planned reforms in the financial sector. The service arrested Emefiele in Lagos and flew him to Abuja in a private jet on Saturday. However, a source in the DSS on Sunday said it was standard procedure for his travel document to be seized pending the conclusion of the ongoing investigation. The source added that the office and residence of the suspended Apex Bank governor will be searched thoroughly. The former Minister of Aviation Hadi Sirika has finally reacted to controversies surrounding the unveiling of the new national carrier Nigerian Air 48 hours before his exit. The purported Nigeria Air was discovered to be a hired aircraft from Ethiopian Airlines, repainted and rebranded in Nigeria's colors. The scam has put the country in bad light globally. However, Sirika has come out to say high-powered individuals in the country also contributed in frustrating the good intention of former President Muhammadu Buhari towards the project. In an interview on Arise TV, Sirika said that the chairman of the House Committee on Aviation, Nnolim Nnaji, requested for 5% share in the airline for him and his people, which he turned down, directing him to the stakeholders. Meanwhile, effort by newsmen to get Nnaji proved abortive as he was not available to react to the development. Bandits have killed 15 farmers and abducted scores of people, including women and girls from various communities in Rafi local government area of Niger State. Newsmen reported that the attack, which happened on Saturday, comes a day after 13 members of the vigilante were killed and many villagers were abducted in Kusharki village. Confirming the incident, a community leader in one of the villages, who did not want his name mentioned for security reasons, claimed that the bandits have resumed attacks with full force in some villages in the local government. When contacted, the State Police Public Relations Officer DSP Wasiu Abiodun confirmed the attack. He, however, could not ascertain the casualty figure. Abiodun, a deputy superintendent of police, said police, in collaboration with the military, have been dispatched to Yakila, Tegina, Kagara, Pandogadi, Kusherki, and other villages to restore normalcy in the affected areas. A man identified simply as Oshiria has been arrested by the operatives of Edo State Police Command for allegedly shooting his wife over an argument on June 3 at the Akwai community in the new Etete area, GRA, Benin. The suspect was said to have had an argument with his wife and went to pick up his gun and fired at her, with the bullet hitting her left hand. The victim's hand was being amputated following the incident. Speaking with journalists on Sunday, the State Police Public Relations Officer Chidi Nwabuzo said the incident was reported at the new Etete Police Division on June 3. No fewer than 5 traders have died in boat mishap in Ugbonila in Ilaje, Kansu area of Ondo State. Newsmen landed the victims who went to buy seafood at a local market at Ugbonila were involved in an accident on the waterway. Their boat, a local, capsized and 5 of the travelers died, while only 1 person was rescued due to use of life jacket. Reacting to the ugly development, the national president of the Ondo State Fishermen Association of Nigeria, Ambassador Orio Benedict, has urged the state government to enforce the use of life jackets. And on the foreign scene, an 11-year-old British girl was shot dead and her father seriously wounded when their Dutch neighbor in northwestern France opened fire, according to authorities. The family was in the garden of their home in the village of St. Herbert near Quimper in Brittany on Saturday night when their neighbor appeared with a firearm, according to the initial investigation. At around 10 p.m., law enforcement officials intervened following gunfire, Quimper Public Prosecutor Karen Halley said in a statement on Sunday. The shooter was identified as a 71-year-old Dutch pensioner, while police were still trying to determine the motive for the shooting. Halley said it appeared that there had been a dispute between the two neighbors for several years over a plot of land adjoining the two properties. And in sports, Eyimba drew 1-1 with Rivers United at the Mbolaji Johnson Arena or Nikan Lagos on Sunday to claim a 9th Nigeria Premier League title. The draw with the 2022 champions means that the People's Elephant topped the NPFL Super 6 playoff table with 9 points from 5 games. The two-time CAF Champions League winners took the lead against the Port Harcourt-based side through Ekena Awazi 6 minutes before the break due to Shaki defending by United. Following a spirited fight back by Rivers United, they leveled up the score through Ingima Nwagwa 3 minutes after the break. With this outcome, Eyimba will once again represent Nigeria in the CAF Champions League next season. Remo Stars finished with same point as Eyimba but had to make do with second position owing to inferior goal difference. They will, however, compete in the CAF Champions League for the first time as Nigeria's second representative. For emerging third in the Super 6, Rivers United will compete in the CAF Confederation Cup next season. And with the sport news, we've come to the end of our bulletin for today. You can follow us on our social media handles at Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at TUNTBE Radio FM TV, respectively. You can also watch us live on the satellite decoder Sat, which has been watched in about 38 countries of the world free. You can also watch us and stream us live on our YouTube channel at Unity FM TV. I am Rukayet Sani Ibrahim. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of our programs. Do have yourself a lovely day.
I was the head boy in my primary school, senior prefect and best graduating student in my secondary school, but drug abuse almost ruined my life.
I was on an average of 2 grams of cocaine per day.
I was taking 8 ampoules of pentazosine daily.
European shisha, cocaine.
I became a user, a dealer and a gangster.
I saw other users drowning. I knew I didn't want to be like them, but I was already trapped.
My family disowned me.
My employment was terminated.
I sold my car, sold my house. I'll go out well-dressed and return shoeless, shirtless in exchange for drugs.
I was seeing things that were not real, and I once stabbed myself because I felt something crawling under my skin.
I contacted NDLEA and started therapy.
I spent 3 months in therapy.
I spent 8 months.
It's easy to relapse, but your mind has to be stronger than the cravings.
Drugs does not love you. You are not the one using drugs. Drugs are the one using you. Say no to drug abuse.
Unity. Unity.